All right, welcome to the Friday live stream. As always, we're just going to keep an eye on some flow, take some flow requests, look at charts. I got Il Vitero in here already. Just going to kind of look at some flow. We had a pretty good week. And yeah, just feel free to drop questions and everything if you got anything, or if you want me to look up any flow, feel free to drop them. Probably hang out here till about 2:30 my time. I got to leave for an appointment at 3, so yeah, let's just get started. Do you want to look at the Tesla flow that came in yesterday? Is that what you're interested in? Because that Tesla flow from yesterday was, yeah, and today. I don't think I had anything hit the tape today, but we'll start with yesterday's flow. So actually a really good example. I'm not sure if you saw my post on X about that too, about exactly why not all bid side flow is an exit, but had about 40,000 contracts between this whale entry here, so you had that some of that bid side there. Sup in flight, Nate. We so we had about 30 or 40,000 contracts between this. Had some come off here, and I mean, you see most of that carry over, so we know that whale didn't exit yesterday. And look at that big pop today. Contracts hitting 25.87 here. So really interesting. JT, what's up? I'll have to message you back after this, JT. I don't want it to keep popping up in the corner, but I kind of saw what you said, and I think I'm going to go with the mean move on that one, because that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. But, yeah, let me see if I can find that Tesla flow from today. Do you know what contract it was, Il Vitero? And I can just pull it up that way. Otherwise, I'll kind of scan my feed for it, because I didn't really have anything hit my feed for it today. I'm going to browse here. I see you type in, so give me a second. I know JT, I hid that perfectly too. Like, I made it so small, and if you go and look at his Twitter too, it's posted with it on there. I'm like, dude, like at least hide it. But I'm gonna kind of look here for Il Vitero. Let's see. 516.305s. Okay. I just want to see if that hit my feed here today. So this is the 180 put hit my feed, but is that the one that JT might have posted those 0 days? No. I'm gonna pull it up because I don't have it here. Let me just pop up another tab here. So let's look at the Teslas. Yeah, I know JT posted that 0 DTE one. Let me do the 516.305 for you. Zigford, what's up? Let's see, 516.305. Let's see. And you said that came in today. Kind of messy flow here. Did you see that posted somewhere? Oh yeah, I know I had my McDonald's for lunch. It was nugget day today. I'm going to see if I can pop this back a couple days and see if there's a big entry that you might have been looking at. Because I don't see like a singular entry here. Even if I pop back a little bit more, yeah. Did you see that one posted somewhere? Because I'm not really seeing anything clear on the flow today that really kind of signals a opener there for me. Let's see. 7:30 at 12:31. Okay, let me take a peek here. Are you, what time zone are you? Just so I kind of, yeah, no problem. So Eastern, so it'd be 11:30 my time. Okay, so probably this one, the 7:35 at, this is probably the one you're talking about right here. I'm guessing your entry here, about 894K in premium. We can take a peek at it. Take a peek at it for you. Probably not going to give you the best okay, well, it show up as repeated hits here. So I'd probably tell you Actually, I want to start at that first page, though. So let's see. So, okay, pop in the IV there. You're coming in at the ask. The one thing I saw here, though, is when I come down here. Where did we go? Okay, brought it back to now. Okay, let me just click on that candle again. Because I saw that IV decrease there at the end. I wanted to show you that, but for some reason it brought me to there. So you can see how that IV kind of decreases there. You're still coming in at the ask, but I don't like that IV decrease. And then kind of with Tesla being up already 5% on the day, probably something I'd pass on, but obviously it's making a pretty nice little move there. 735, they're running about 868 there. So good find on your part. Wouldn't show up on my filter because there's already a ton of volume on there. You can't see that clean entry, but good find there. That would have been a good find there for you. Let's see, I heard a ding here. I want to see that target. So we got some multi-leg stuff. This coming in kind of more towards the bid. These end phases. And kind of looking at this too. You're already up 3% on the day, 70 days out. You could probably get a better entry. I looked at these before we got on, and there was something I didn't like with it. So 6, okay, well, there. Okay, this was what threw me off here. So this is why I'd pass on this one. So you can see a ton of that volume coming in right here, that IV a little higher, dropping that IV when that repeated hit's coming. So that's kind of why I'm always saying keep an eye around that flow that's coming around that alert too. Just kind of watch for that. So that's why I passed on that one and that kind of drop there. I mean, it's probably a buy. I would lean a buy on that one, but it's tough to know just with if it doesn't match my criteria. I usually don't post it. I mean, especially when it's a tough one. I'd probably lean buy on it, but tougher there. Let's see. And I mean, that put premium's kind of coming up a little bit now too. Let's see how we look in here. I know those SPY. Oh, hey, look at that. Perfect timing. Wait a minute. We just dinged and I didn't have anything come up. Maybe it's just because I clicked over here. These coming in kind of more towards the mid. But these 3-day, the 512, 575, or 573 calls, those made a nice little move here. 89 came up here, hit 116. Still green on those. I scalped those on that first entry before lunch. But yeah, I only scalped maybe like 2 things all week, 2-3 things all week. It was kind of a quieter week. And yeah, if anybody wants me to pull up anything or look at anything, just feel free to drop it. JT, I'm replying to your message. You don't have to reply back now. I like the quoting thing. That's what I was kind of planning on doing. But that's funny. Like, I don't want to get too much into it on the live, but that's just hilarious. It's like, you don't have anything better to do than steal stuff from a Discord that has a watermark on it, and yeah, that's funny. That's just funny to me. That's all I'm gonna say about it on the live. I guess that just means I'm doing a pretty good job. That's the way I look at it. These SPY puts that came in a little bit earlier. Wasn't a big fan of them. I mean, you're not coming in right at the ask either. That IV kind of dropped there at the end too. It's still kind of down a little bit. We can take a peek at them. Yeah, so this is why this one was passed on. I like going back and seeing why I passed on flow. Usually, oh, come on, what are you doing? Okay, let's try it one more time. Let's see. I like going back and seeing why I passed on flow, just to kind of help improve things. But I mean, like this one, your IV drops, comes back up, goes up and then drops a little bit more, comes up a little bit more. When that IV is kind of spiking all over the place, I kind of like to pass on something. Kind of like to pass on it that way, but yeah, it's kind of that one, and a little longer term there too. But I mean, that premium's up there. Why do I feel like it's going to be another boring live today? Yeah, tied. I mean, look at Tesla's what was I mean, Tesla's you're carrying everything else. I mean, you'd be pretty bid side otherwise. I mean, that market's kind of coming down a little bit there. And I mean, we're only at 22 million for volume, so a little shorter volume. What just came in multi-leg. Look at these SQQQs just for the fun of it, just for giggles. So this one a little tougher here. I mean, you got 1400 there plus 600 there. About the same there. Could be a double down, could be getting out there. 172, what are they getting at? 159, could be getting out there. Take a peek. 692. Yeah, a little tougher, and now it's showing you coming in at the ask there. Bid there. Yeah, a little tough one there. Not sure if Chow listens to these at all, but I did not take Chow as a sports bettor. I don't know why. What is this? Let's see. Oh, I'm ready for the day to be done. And then yeah, JT, you found those nice little 0-day Teslas earlier. Hard to know if those were sells at the ask though, but good find there. Good find there. Yeah, but I mean, pretty quiet day. Kind of figured that. Yeah, I know it's really tough. Like I mean, I almost looked at those SPY 512, 573s. That's almost a 0-day move to me. I mean, you're so short term there, where it's like they're looking for a quick move, and you have the weekend. But yeah, I mean, even just kind of looking at that flow. I mean, this thing was nice. I mean, when you talk about textbook, you're coming in here, even with that flow before. I mean, popping the IV there. Popping the IV there. Then you have the little break there, then popping the IV. I mean, that's pretty textbook there. And then when you come up here and see that floor trade come in, popping the IV there. I mean, you can't get more textbook than that. And like your market tide didn't match, or well, net premium didn't match there. I always think of SPY as market tide, and your holdings. I mean, that's just junk. That's why I don't always just base everything off here. And I know, I think I'm pretty sure you've seen that video on like the net premiums that Snorlax made too. But let's see what just came in at FedEx. Yeah, and even earlier this week too, those premium cells at CCJ, and this one's not updating, so I'm kind of mad it's not updating here, but they're running at about 15 cents a contract. Let's do these are the 613.40 puts. 614 or 613.40 puts. Those are running at 15 cents a contract. So that will collect a good premium there. Even those Google put sells. I wanted Google to keep dipping because I wanted to get some leaps on that. But I mean, look at those Google put sells. I mean, coming in at 130, they're running about 63 there. Collected about, what is that, 60%, 65% there. Yeah, I don't like posting a lot of bid side stuff because it can be confusing for people that don't sell premium and don't really understand it. So I kind of try to avoid it, but nice move on those. And the FSLRs today, we'll look at the flow from today, or we'll look at the flow from the week just a little bit. I mean, 249 hitting 462. That's a wild move there. SPY, we looked at those already. Queb, those made a nice move yesterday, but getting beat up today. I just don't understand this. I mean, 48 came up and hit 55. That's a really good move on those. And then just tanked today. What just came in there? Walmart earnings coming out. Yeah, I'm so happy we're done with earnings season pretty much too. Let's see, tech, these were a good move today. 120, 155 today at the high. Amazon, those made a nice move yesterday. 184 there, and I mean, you hit 205, 202 twice. I mean, some time on those, but little small move there. Tesla, we know those things ran. FCXs, these made a nice intraday move yesterday. That 41 came and hit 63. They hit 66 today for a high, so a little better move there. Bull, this one's kind of flat, 188. Holy crap, it's getting clapped today. 150. Nvidia puts, this whale cut right at close there. So that was your entry, 421. Looks like they closed there at 267. Looks like they're closing the rest there probably, assumingly. Pepsi, 101 or 1. They actually hit 119 same day, 118, and then hit 128 the next day. Actually, 134 for a high. And see, it's just so strange how they do this. I mean, you're up that much. Well, actually, it looks like they probably closed same day for a loss because none of that volume carried over. But yeah, just odd what they do sometimes. Let's see, Google, obviously the put sells good. Nike, these made a nice move here. 81 up to 125. CCJ, it's going to be a tough one to show on the floor recap. Boston Scientifics, let's look at these. See, 55, they're 57 today. BKR, I think these made a nice move up, yup. 85 to 1. United Airlines, a little goofier one here with 340. I mean, they hit 385 same day. Some time on those, but probably wouldn't want to swing those now. Let's see, HIMS. This one popped quick. So, I mean, 5.6, and it looks like, that volume's still there, but 5.6, and we know how HIMS is. Let me come to the 6th here. And those spreads were kind of crappy. 205. I mean, they popped and hit 260 quick, but I mean, enough time to get some profits coming down here. I hope so. And then IWM, this one, I was looking at this one last night actually. Whoops, not Market Tide, or not. So used to call it Market Tide. This one was a funny one. I mean, 105, that whale passed these contracts off to somebody at 68. They actually hit 116, so whale could have got about 15% on those, 10%, 15%. I mean, classic pass off here, 24,000. Then we saw 20,000. No open interest change. Pass those contracts off. So let me go back here and show you. Where's my IWM? Okay. So on the 5th, so the 5th is when these got posted, so it was 20,000 contracts. We're just going to say 20,000 to make the math easy. So we'll just say this is 20,000 again getting passed over just to make the math easy. You saw another 20,000 of volume here on the bid side. So this whale actually sold these for a loss at 68 cents. So whenever you buy and sell a contract, there obviously has to be a buyer, there has to be a seller. So somebody bought these from this original whale at 68 cents. So this whale's technically, the contracts technically ran for the new whale from 68 up to about 116. So that whale pretty much got them at a discount. So it'd be like, let's say I have 10,000 contracts and I wanted to get rid of them because I'm like, whatever, I don't want this anymore. And we'll say Zigford wants to buy the 20,000. So I sell all the contracts to him, and that's, you don't see anything change in that open interest. So now if they close these contracts, this would have said that minus 20,000 versus the minus 962. So that's kind of how you can tell that way. You're just kind of watching that open interest. Yeah. Yep. So that's why you got to pay attention. And that's why I'm like, not all bid side stuff or not all ask side stuff is closing or opening. It's, you gotta watch. You gotta watch. And that's why I'm like, I'll always put a volume alert on something too. Yep. Somebody else picked them up. It's interesting. And I mean, they didn't roll them or anything because it's only 11% multi-leg. But yeah, I mean, that's why like on Webull and stuff, like if I'm in a trade like this, I will still set an alert. I like the alert on Webull more just because I'm in the broker, so I can see it pop up right away. But like if I had something set at 10,000, I'd be like, oh crap, there's 10,000 volume. I better pull up the volume chart here, take a peek at what's happening, and I'd see this, and I'd think, crap, they're probably closing these for a loss, but I wouldn't know until the next day. That's the only issue. And then I'd see this the next day, and I'd be like, oh, they must have sold the contracts, the original whale. Somebody else picked up the other contracts. So hopefully that makes it can get a little confusing. It's easier when you see them open and then close. No, yeah, I'm not super good at the super deep fundamentals like that on how that works, but I mean, for every single contract you have to sell, there has to be a buyer. So, I mean, maybe we had somebody buy 500 contracts here, somebody bought 10,000, somebody else bought 3,000, and somebody bought the rest. Yep, if it's one singular whale, if it wasn't one, like if it was 5 multiple people in there at the same time, then I mean you can see like little volume candles, but let's just say it's one person and they close, you'd see another red candle there. So yep, you are correct. Let's go here. So Apple, let's see, I want to see these. A little odd on this one. So 614, they only hit 643 on the day. We're at about 453 there. I think this whale's still in. Let's see, the 5th. Oh, they might have exited same day here. Hard to tell. A lot of volume. When there gets to be a lot of volume like this, it's hard to tell. Let's see. Apple, FCX. Those, again, 73 ran to 101. Good little move there. GameStop. I swear these GameStop lottos, I always say they're lottos, but they tend to run. I mean, 104 up to 161. SPY puts, these expire today. These came in on the 5th here, so 236. They gap down 289. Yep, I remember those. And then BP. Your entry 40, they're running at 69. Nice little week for us. What's coming in here? Wolf. I keep seeing a lot of Wolf today, actually. But not a fan. Not a. I mean, a $2 stock. That's so hard to trade something like that. I I I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of volume, but I just don't like the little $2 stocks. Make it really hard to trade. I mean, you get that 2 cent move and it's like a 5% move on the stock. Like something like this, I don't mind selling premium on. Like if you went in here and let's go look at the wolf. Like if I was to trade this, I would. Whoops, come here. Yeah, see, I mean, you moved $1 here. I mean, that's 25% of the stock. That's why it's not the best to trade. Like if I was going to trade this, like if you're gonna force me to trade this, they're looking 70 days out. I'd come here. I'd probably see, like I'd probably look maybe at like the 7 call here. And you could even come a little closer because you'll get theta on your side a little bit more. So like let's look at the 35 days. Just trying to find a good chain here. So like this would be a good chain, the 28 days out. Come in here, sell those, and you could sell these a little closer to the ask because that spread's a little bit wider. So something like that. I mean, and you make an easy $37 if you're doing one, or I mean, start doing like let's say you did 100 contracts here. Come here. I mean, easy 3,700 if you don't think it's going to get up to that 5.5, but makes it tough. I'd probably go a little higher, maybe almost at 6.5. Because 6.5 from here would be. Let's go back here. So from right here, if you wanted to come up to that 6.5, I mean that's a 95% move on the stock. Probably not going to see that within 28 days. But yeah, something like that. Like that's how you could play one of these. Like kind of, I call them penny stocks. They're essentially a penny stock. I mean, you're not getting a big move on those. But yeah, something like that. And I know there's a way. I think Webull allows it, but you can. I believe there's a way to sell a call and a put together on it. I am not the best with spreads, so I'm sorry, but there's a way you can sell it without having the shares. Like Simulation would probably know. She's really good at selling premium. She'd be really good at answering something like that. But yeah. Oh, let's see. It's just multi-leg junk coming in. Oh man. Also, JT, to kind of go back on the other Discord thing, I did report him to WAP too. Yeah, I'll give Zigford a little backstory since we're kind of waiting on some flow. There's somebody in here stealing my flow posts, so I know they've been doing it for like a little bit. I've kind of been watching, so I decided to be smart and I put a watermark on all of my flow posts now, and they've been posting it with the watermark. So I've been kind of watching them. I've been taking screenshots, and yeah, it's funny. Let's look at these that just came in. Oh, I know, but the thing is, like, if you look at their Twitter, it's like they're not giving any credit. It's just them posting it. Like they're, oh, we called it out. I called it out. Like, no, you didn't. My thing's right there. So I told JT, I'm like, should I be petty or should I like just be nice? So I'm probably just gonna quote all of his tweets and be like, please give me credit. Please give me credit. I really don't care. Like, and I like in the Owls Discord, Kian or whatever, I was talking to him too, because he's in that Discord too. He's like, yeah, he steals all of our stuff too. So I'm like, whatever. That's just ridiculous. I can't. It just annoys me, and it's funny because I noticed too on his X, he will post all my like hottest flow for the day, but he doesn't like post it correctly. Oh, go ahead, you can steal them if you want. I'll watermark it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna be petty about it because that's ridiculous. And the fact is, you were already messaging other members in here trying to get them to join your Discord. Like that's not good. Yeah, they're trying to build a Discord, and the funny thing is they charge double what I charge. So maybe if I quote some of his stuff, I'll get some of his people. I know. Double for less and double for they don't even know what they're talking about. It wouldn't surprise me honestly if this person's taking my earnings reports and stuff too. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, go ahead. I mean, like at least you're teaching people the right way and teaching them like the proper stuff, but like give some credit. But it's funny because this person asked me to like pretty much be an affiliate in here and like have their own channel and stuff, and I kind of was like, well, how would we do it? And it's like, oh, we'll split everything. And I'm like, you're not getting half of everything that I just built just because of that. Like, no, absolutely not. Like oh yeah, it's Dan Zigford. I'll tell you right now, I could care less. Yeah, I've got like about like 20 screenshots of everything. I know. So I know. Well, I'm guessing that's what probably happened. Probably posted. Here, you know what? We'll be petty right now. I hope other people tune in after I post this on X and they can see it. Let me go here and I'll show you exactly what I mean. And it's funny because he blocked me for a while too, but then he unblocked me. Like, look, I'll show you right here. So look, oh, the spy call from earlier. Oh, look, Stock Hub. I wonder where he got that from. Let's go look over here. Let's go to yesterday. Where's that Tesla? I know he posted the Tesla stuff too. Let's see. Yeah. I wonder where he got that flow from. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, the Queb calls. Oh, wonder where you got those from. Let's see. What else do we have here? FCX. I wonder where those got posted from yesterday. Let's see. Bull. Oh, I wonder where the bull puts got found from. I wonder. But let's see. Here is the original Tesla. Oh, I wonder where those got from. I even moved the watermark where it's like in the middle. Like, like you gotta be joking me, man. But yeah, I'm kind of gonna do what JT said. I kind of want to quote them and be like, I'll take credit for that. I'll take credit for that. I almost was gonna put in one of the watermarks. I was gonna be like, Dan, stop stealing my post, please. Yeah, he's gonna get banned at tonight. I'm banning him tonight because that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Because I already had to talk to him too about not like Actually, I won't record it. So yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, like I understand like you're trying to make like a business and stuff yourself, but like, dude, put in the work. Like, learn it and put in the work. You don't have to steal stuff from other people. I was waiting for him to like message one of you guys too, but you know. And I mean, it's not like I don't want to make it sound bad, but it's like, oh yeah, I don't think so either. But I mean, that's like me, like, see, I wouldn't say it's hypocritical, like, because I'm posting this, like, this isn't my like work, but it's like I'm sitting here doing the research on the flow at least, versus like just going in somebody else's thing and taking their posts. But yeah, so Zigford, I'll get your opinion. Do I yeah, market tide, which is still pretty bearish, but we're just chopping. Spy your biggest impact. Let me get that link for Joe here. Give me a second here. Yeah, I know. I'm hoping I can get back to doing some lives during the intra week. It's just been so tough training a little puppy and the earnings and last week was just brutal with economic news and stuff. I just scalped. I mean, I've probably taken 4 or 5 trades in the past 2 weeks. It's like I'm not forcing it. Lilu, what's up? But yeah, you'll see Petty Anthony tonight. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Man, it's already almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, I'm staying on until about 2:30, and then I probably gotta head out a little bit early. Take the poor puppy to the thing, and I will tell you, because we had to get a poop sample from him, and my girlfriend's upstairs taking a nap, and I'm like, oh, so I gotta do it. I gotta go out there, and of course, this little asshole has been running around eating stuff, and he got into some corn or something outside and did a little corn in his poop, and I'm like, really, dude? Really? You're gonna make me pick up the corny poop? But yeah, get that done. It's I'm like this. Say he's actually. I'm surprised he's not down here. I'm glad he's upstairs napping. Hopefully. Yeah, I know. He's getting better though. I mean, he's only had a he's been getting a lot better though. I mean, he's learning. He's only had a couple accidents inside. I think it's more he's marking inside. QUI, what's up? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Quai Q. Yeah, it looks like we're kind of popping here a little bit. Oh, let me go back to little pop here into power hour. Yeah, I mean, we're only at 24 million. Pretty quiet day. I mean, you look at the daily. I mean, that volume's kind of going down here. Coming into a... Let's see, we can chart it out a little bit. I'm bored. Let me pull up trading view. Let's look at SPY here. Let's see, remove some of these. We'll redraw everything. Coming into a good spot here. Let me get him here. I want to get Joe in here. Give me a second. Let me throw a screenshot up for him. Let me pop it up here. Okay, see if we can get them in there. Man, I remember when I was new at using Discord. It's tough. It can be tough. But yeah, I'm looking at SPY here, just kind of on the daily. At the top of that, probably supply zone here. I mean, you're right at that 50-day moving average too. It's going to be interesting. Got a nice little gap to the downside to fill. What do we have to the upside? Nothing. How do we look on the weekly? Actually, let me draw out a couple more. Probably put something in here. Oops. And then you have your zone up here. And probably be a little more generous on this zone. Yeah, it's going to be a big spot here. See if we can get above that 50-day because we rejected it here in it. I want to zoom in a little bit more. We rejected it the last 2 days. So interesting there. A little lighter volume on the run up there. I want to look at it on the weekly. Oh, and that's the 20-day on the weekly too, and rejected that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Looks like Algo's got the sell on that 20-day on the weekly and the 50-day. A little lighter volume on this week too. And I mean, we're going to see volume pretty much taper off too at the end of the month into June. A lot of market makers kind of take a little summer vacation, so usually kind of see a little slow grind up, and then September is when it gets fun again, nice and volatile. There you go, Joe. Can be a little confusing to find it sometimes, and if you're looking to chat, it's not in the main chat. If you just come up here to that little top right side and hit show chat, it'll pop up on the side there. So if you got any questions or anything, and I'll actually just tag you in it so you know. Just if you got any questions or anything. It's if you're new at using Discord, that's what I was just saying. It can be a little confusing where to find everything. Yes, I can check car flow for you. Any specific contract or anything, or just the overall flow? Let's see. One next week for 120. Okay. I'll take a peek at it for you. So car next week's 120. So 516, 120. And I'm guessing you're talking about a call. I would assume a call. And I'm guessing you're probably talking about that flow that came in here on the 7th. Yes, let's take a peek here. So that flow that came in on the 7th, let's start there. I'll take a peek at Meta for you next. Lulu, I got it. Give me a couple seconds here. So this one, let's see. So Ivy's kind of popping around there, a little drop in that IV there. Not coming in right at the ask, but nice little pop in that IV. I'd probably assume those are buys. Earnings in 87 days. I don't know if this drop was this earnings flow, Joe, do you know? Did they report earnings? I'm guessing probably in here at some point. I'm guessing they probably reported it on the 8th or 7th after hours or something, because that looks like earnings, little earnings drop there. Okay, yeah, so earnings flow there. Issue with earnings flow is it's typically usually, I like to think of it as a gamble, but I mean, it kind of popped back up a little bit there. You have a little time, but you're going to have theta kick in over the week, and you're going to have 2 days of theta. Let's take a peek here. So it's up nice today. I just want to look at how they did on earnings. Just a quick little peek here. So let's see, we beat earnings, missed revenue. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one. I'd have to look in their actual like earnings statement to give you a like full analysis on it. But yeah, I mean, it looks like kind of popped on earnings a little bit, but that's gonna be. Let me come back here. Sorry. So this is you're seeing the IV crush here essentially because you're up after earnings, but that IV crush gets the contracts, especially those shorter term. So yeah, something I'd keep an eye on. I mean, they're got a little bit of a ways to go on those if you're down. Let's look at Meta for Lilu here. Let me pop this up. Yeah, that's the one issue with earnings. It's almost like you're playing a slot machine almost at that point. All right, let's take a peek here. Let's adjust here a little bit. Let's see. Looking kind of mixed. Here's some bid side calls here a little earlier in the day. Some more bid side calls. I'm going to say they're looking a lot of bid side calls here. Ask side call here. Let's take a peek at that. What time did that come in again? Let's see. 9:08. I just want to see where I can find it on here. So 9:08. It looks like it came in probably on that candle. So a lot of that bid side too. Yeah, I'm going to say they're looking like Meta might be running out of a little steam here. Yeah, there's a lot of bid side calls on that one, Lilu. So I'm probably say Meta's kind of hitting there. And then Joe, I'm just kind of looking at the chart here on CAR too a little bit. Gotta get above this resistance point here. Oh, we're on the weekly. Sorry, let me move it to the daily. Yeah, I mean, this is... You get above this, I mean... Oh, you broke out of that downtrend there. So, I mean, seeing that volume, it's just the timing on the contracts. You're going to have theta kick in over the weekend. But you could get a pop next week. I want to look at Meta here for Lilu. Sorry to bounce around like that, but let's look at Meta. Alright. I'm going to keep my channel here. Just adjust it up a little bit. Just like to see that continuation. So it looks like for my former, you're coming out of that zone here, so let's see. So it kind of just looks like a consolidation zone here. I mean, consolidating there. A little pop, kind of drop back down again, but you're in that channel, so you have that channel support there too. Your 50 days right here, you're kind of at the top. I mean, this would have technically been a demand zone at the time because you popped there, came back and popped a little bit, and then we dropped. So demand turning into supply here. Drop, we're coming towards the top here. So you want to see continuation up to there. Let's see if I can get, and I don't really see anything here. Nothing too clear cut. And almost on the weekly. It's almost... could be a small little... Oh, where's my line? TradingView, why are you doing this to me? Okay, it's in this one. I wanted to say it almost looked like a small little head and shoulders forming here. But you'd want to see this kind of come up a little bit more, maybe about that 634, but a lot of bid side calls there. Probably looks better on the daily. Let me take a peek. Get rid of that. Oh, God, I hate this sometimes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you can almost see that head and shoulders forming here, shoulder, head, shoulder, and then you're kind of rejecting there. You can see maybe some downward movement if the market kind of pulls back, and you got that gap too. They did have pretty good earnings though. Meta had some good earnings. But yeah, something to watch. I mean, if you could get a move back up to kind of this, it's not the cleanest zone, but see a move back up into here, into kind of that 620s. Could be a good spot for a short there, actually. Let's see what just came in here. Nike, 14 days. So here's a good piece of flow. Let's look at this. So yeah, that's meta for you there, Lulu. Let's look at this. 1050, 438, 937 contracts. So I'm looking. IV increases when the big volume comes in. 170, 800. That looks good to me. Let's do this. I'm going to post this one. This one looks good. And let me see. Let's see if we can find it. Where should we do it? Up here this time? Watch this. I'm gonna. Whoops. All right. Let's make that size a little bit lower. Let's do it like that. No, I can't do it right there. That's a bad spot. 1 second. Okay, whatever. We'll just leave it there. You look stupid if you do it like that. Okay, let's post this in the ask side flow here. Yeah, you can see I'm fun when I'm petty. Trust me, I am fun. Uh-oh, here's trouble. Hi, Hank. Oops, that's not it there. Let's see. Where did my picture save? To. Okay, let's see. Why did my picture not save? Okay, 1 second here. Technical difficulties. Somebody distracted me. Hi, puppy. What are you doing? What are you doing? You came to hang out? You came to stream? You come to steal my plays too? Okay, save it. Let's see. Let's come here quick. Alright. Alright, let's do this. Let's pop this down to 10. Okay. Saved. We'll pop that in here. Yes, I am petty. Alright. So that flow looked good there. Some good piece of flow. Hey, come here. Come here, buddy. You want to come up? You want to come up and say hi to everybody? Oh, you want to say hi? You want to do some streaming? You want to do some streaming, buddy? He's just like, what is going on? Oh, don't lick the mic, you little goofy little dog. Okay, I need to close that because that's going to keep dinging then. Good boy. He's such a good boy. This dog is so good. Aren't you, buddy? I'm going to take a picture for everybody here, how he's sitting up here. Oops, not like that. Yeah, sit. Okay, that's cute. I'm going to post this in the chat for you guys, since we're just kind of BSing a little bit here. Oh, and I took a bat. Oh, wait, no, the picture looks good. My yellow hankers. Hank? Hank, up here, what's this? What's this? Oh, no, don't get down. Oh, I was going to try to get another cute picture of him. I know, isn't that so cute? Hank, what's this? What's this? What's this right here? No, don't get down yet. Don't get down yet. I know he's Well, he has a appointment here at 3, so he was 7 pounds when we went like a couple weeks ago. Hank, what's this? What's this over here? Look on this way. Look this way. Oh, I'm trying to get him to look at the mic again. Hank. Hank, what's this? Damn it, dog. Come on. Good boy. What's this? He's so cute. Hank, what's this? What's this? Hey, come on. Look this way. Look this way. You want the mic? Hank, what? Oh, he won't look now. Of course, when I want to get another picture of him, he won't look. Hey, what's this? What is this, buddy? Hi. Hi, buddy. Hi. Oh, he won't look. Hank, you want to go? Oh, he's just, hey, come here. Hey, what's this? Okay, a little better. Oh, now you want to look? Okay, perfect. Okay, buddy, you can get down now. Sorry for using you for pictures. You're so cute. Oh, let's see. Guac, what's up? Welcome. Ick, and I got the picture that I just took. I got my thumb in it. I couldn't get him to move. Okay. All right. Yeah, so that Nike Flow, that looked good. Good little post there. We had Nike earlier today, didn't we? I know, Zigbird. They're so cute. That's funny. I want to see if I posted. I swore I posted some Nike Flow today. Some other Nike Flow FSLR. No, I didn't. Okay, it was long-term Nike Flow. That's what got posted earlier. Yep. There we go. Man, dogs are so fun. Oh, man. What you doing, buddy? Where you going? Yeah, let me do that here for you. Give me a second here. Yeah, did you get a chance to kind of watch that video? Q? Hey, come here, buddy. Yeah, so like the way I kind of explain market tide and net flow. So market tide, that's the entire market. So that's like Ford, GM. I explained it using the 1 minute. I'd have to go back and think. So I'll explain it again. So market tide versus. So you just kind of want to know what market tide is versus like the net flow or the net premiums. Training and looking at net flow. Market tide picker. Okay. So yeah, like so market tide. Your market tide is everything in the market. So like you can see everything here. Like I mean, SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Meta, everything, every option trade that's coming in. Okay. So okay, I get what you're saying. So like if you see the market tides like bearish and like a call comes in and you're kind of looking at it that way. Like we can look at the Nike one that just kind of came in. That might help you a little bit. Oh, that's gonna be confusing. Let me try to find one that actually looks good from today. That might help you a little bit more. I don't. Oh, we just looked at Nike. I wouldn't put full faith into the like net premiums. I kind of look at the flow over the net premium, but like I'm just trying to see if I can find a good one for you. So okay, so so I'll cover both. So like market tide here. So market tide again, that's your full market. That's every stock in the market that has options. This is every piece of option flow coming in. So anything above the zero would be ask side puts. So like right now when you look at this, you're mostly seeing a lot of ask side puts coming in the market. So you have obviously they have two options. It's all premiums, so that's including super deep in the money premiums. Out of the money premiums, it's just all the premiums. So then the OTM, so out of the money only premiums, that's just out of the money stuff. So like right now when we look at this, your calls are all bid side. So people are kind of selling calls, maybe backing out of calls, closing their position. So that's where you're seeing that bid side action, and you can see that call premium dropping. So like you see that put premium rising. So this is the overall market. So this is everything in the market just kind of going on here. So I like to kind of look at this on a larger scale. So like looking at it today, like look at yesterday, that call volume compared to like today. Like hey, don't go down there. Sorry. Like you were looking at the puts and you're like, whoa, there's a lot of put premium coming in and all that, but it's not a lot of volume compared to yesterday. So that's kind of where you're looking at that. And yesterday we had a lot of call volume out of the money and all premiums. So I look at that kind of on a larger scale. So now kind of looking like at a singular trade, let me find just one random one in here. So okay, we'll look at the Google puts here. So like let's say I'm looking at these Google puts. Let's say this flow matches like your criteria fully. IV's increasing, spot prices increasing. Like let's just say the flow is perfect just for an example. I'll look at the net premium then. So I'm kind of looking at the days to expiration here. So like with this, if I'm like, okay, well, I'm looking for a quicker move here, my flow matches perfectly. Your net premiums are leaning bearish. You have a lot of put volume too. That's kind of when I use it. Now, like let's say, just for an example, let's say these were calls that were 40 days out, and you see that net put premiums up. Then I kind of disregard this a little bit because this flows a little longer term. I kind of like looking at it more for like days of expiration, if that kind of makes more sense. Like this net premium's telling you what's going on right now. So if you're looking at it like short term, okay, that makes sense. But like something that's like 50 days out, then I kind of can discount this and just kind of look at the flow. If that makes a little more sense. It can be a little confusing, and just like the way options like run too. Yeah. It's just something. I mean, there's always something you can add or kind of look at to kind of help gain something. And like that's with like the days of expiration too. Like the shorter days of expiration, like something 7 days out, they're obviously expecting a quicker move versus like somebody that's 80 days out. They're not probably expecting an intraday move here. Like perfect example today. These SPY calls that expire Monday, they're waiting for a big spike. I mean, they're looking for a big move kind of quicker. Like you're so like okay, this is actually a pretty good example right here where you can kind of discount the net premium too. Yes, I can. I'm just going to quick finish up here for you. So like this today, this is kind of why I'm like, you can discount this every once in a while. And ETF net premiums are a little different too, because you have the holdings and then you have the SPY itself. So this is kind of why I'm like, you can discount that. I will look at that flow almost over the premiums, and especially like this, so like it's that 3 days expiration flow here. You've seen this come in. This was actually textbook flow. I'll just show it again here. Let me come in here. Chow, what's up? So like, yeah, like this is like the textbook flow. You have that IV increasing. You watch that spot price increase here a little bit. That IV's increasing. Spot price increases here. You have a little break here, then that IV increased again, spot increased. Then you saw the big piece of volume come in here. Again, that spot increased, IV increased, so your flow looked perfect there. And now, like, if you look at the net premiums, you'd be like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this, but I kind of I value the flow over kind of the net premiums, because this is everybody in the market. This one person could know something that we don't know too. So that's kind of where I'm like, I like the flow a little bit over the net premiums. Net premiums just kind of give you an overview of what everybody's seeing more. But yeah, I mean, like this running 89, I mean, you hit 116 there and you're hitting 117 again there. But let's look at FedEx for you. Hopefully that makes a little more sense for you, Joe. Let me pop up my contract book up. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but I mean, it's just another tool. Everything I like to just tell everybody, I don't just use one single little tool to find something. I do like the flow, obviously, for like your pretty much overall starter. I'll kind of use the flow versus anything else. Like if I see a bunch of call flow on like Tesla and like the net premiums are bearish, I'm probably going to go with the flow on that one. Let's look at FedEx for you now. Sorry. So 516. So 516 to 235 call. So good piece of flow here. Nice find there. Opening flow for sure. Looks like it's multi-leg 99%, but we can take a peek at it anyways. So floor trade. So I like to come here. I like to look at the multi-leg trade. So like this is a really messy multi-leg trade. I'm not a good spread trader, so I can't tell you what this is, but unusual whales usually will have something at the bottom here that'll tell you what it potentially can be. So I always like to pop it into the profit loss calculator, set it to the table. So it looks like it's a bullish spread here, so they're looking for it to go up, but again, with a multi-leg, you don't 100% know what they're doing. But yeah, good piece of opening flow that you found. But yeah, always kind of keep an eye on that. Whoops, the multi-leg there at the top. But yeah, good find there. Otherwise, good example, very good example. See how we're doing flow wise. Yeah, more wolf puts again, and man, if I wanted to play these wolf puts, I'd almost sell calls on these. I mean, that's a lot of flow. It's just it's not even a $3 stock. Yeah, I avoid multi-leg just because there's so many different things that can be kind of happening with it. Simulation, what's up? You must have heard me talking about selling premium when you hopped in. But yeah, Joe, I avoid multi-legs. I keep them on just so I can kind of see what's going on overall, but you can hide them, and you can just easily hide them by coming down here and just doing single leg only, so it would just show it single leg. So simulation, you just popped in. I was just talking about selling flow. So like here, I'll show you exactly what I was telling everybody, and you're going to be probably like, hey, that's a good idea. So we had all these wolf puts come in today. I mean, tons of premium, tons of contracts. I'm not a big fan of like trading stocks under $10 just because they're such slow movers. I mean, this is down 23% today, and it's only a dollar move, obviously. So now something I recommended not recommended, I gotta watch my wording, something I suggested that you could possibly do is sell premium on something like this. So you have all those puts, they're 70 days out, 200 days out. I come in here to Wolf, I'd look in the options chain, and I had the 28 days. I said I'd look at maybe selling that 6.5 call, 5.5 or 6.5 call here, because I mean, for it to make that move up to 6.5, where you could possibly get exercised from where we are right now to get to 6.5. It's a 90% move on the stock. You're probably not going to see that in 28 days. Like, that was where I was like, hey, can sell some calls on that if you really want. We're gonna finish. I'm gonna have a nice finish and mark at 220 already. I got about 10 minutes left and I gotta hop off, sadly. Gotta take the puppy to the vet and he ran away somewhere. Oh my god. No way. So JT and Zigford, this is just for you two. The one that I just posted about the stop taking my trays, it just got posted on X. I'm dead. That's hilarious. I can't even make it up. I can't even make it up. That's all I gotta stop talking about that. Yes, I'm going to. I plan on it. But yeah, so that's a good way that I'd sell some put premium there. Let's look at these lifts that came in. I know lift is up pretty big today, so I don't know if I'd probably want a discounted entry. Oh yeah, 28%. Yeah, I probably wouldn't chase this. Yeah, and that IV. Yeah, I'm I know. Yeah, that IV decreases too, so that's gonna be a no. Yeah, IV decreases there. I gotta send Stoner Man this because I was kind of telling him about it too. I love Stoner Man. That dude's hilarious. He is very good at what he does. Very, very good. Oh, dude, that just made my entire week. Like, how stupid. Like, dude. Yeah, anybody have any flow or anything they want me to pull up here? I got about 10 minutes left or so. Gems. Gems. Hymns. I was like, gems. I'll take a peek for your simulation. I'll do hymns. Stoner Man just cracks me up, man. Okay, let's look at him. Sorry. Yeah, I almost said FSLR simulation. Did you see that? The FSLRs from today. Those made a nice move, 249 up to 464. We'll look at puts for you, but I'm gonna grab hymns for Q quick here. Nope, I need to go to my big flow list. So the hum whale 290 losses money. I can pull that up quick again for you here too. Let me just grab hymns for you quick. We're gonna go in speed mode here so I can kind of get through everything. Let's see. Bid side puts here. Not a lot of flow today, actually. Bid side puts, some bid side calls. What's this big guy? Bid side put. Ooh, they're probably thinking it's going up a little bit more here. That's almost a... Yeah, that's more towards the bid. Yeah, I'm going to say this flow. I'm just quickly kind of looking at it here. That flow looks good, probably to the upside a little bit more here. Let me do FSLR quick for simulation. ask side put right here. Here you go, simulation 121,000. Oh, but that spread's kind of nasty. And this might be a little tougher there because that spread's so big. And it's so far out of the money where you're going to get killed by theta. 21 days. What's this guy? Bid side call, multi-leg. So I wonder. Let's just take a peek quick. Oh, yeah, that multi-leg one showing a little downside there, possibly. And I know that. I want to see where we are on it now because I know I'm always going to keep going back to this, but. Yeah, gotta get up a little bit more for that head and shoulders, but yeah, you're coming out of that demand zone there too. Let me look at hum here quick for Joe, and then I gotta hop off because we got to get to the vet. So that hum whale from earlier, let me just do it like this. So again, that bid ask was a little wider on that one. And we don't know for sure. I mean, it looks like... No, I wouldn't say they lost money on that one, Joe, because they got in at 110. It popped up here to 170. It's chopping at about 134 right now. So they're still up. So they're up on that one still. But when we looked at that raw flow here, 82.90, 83.15, today's expiration... The 290 for today. Okay, let me just pop that up quick here. Humana for today. 290 for today. So this one I believe. Yeah, I mean it's just so odd what happens with some of these whales. It happens more often than not. I mean, this whale ran from 120 and they hit 340. I mean, you're up over 100%, and then it just drops. I can't explain it sometimes. It's just odd how it happens sometimes. But yeah, I mean, like this whale, if they were bullish on this and actually really wanted it, I mean, they're in the red now. They're going to expire worthless. But I mean, like when we looked at that raw flow, it was red as a buy and everything, but you never know what people are doing sometimes. I mean, that's just odd. I mean, you saw when that flow came in, IV popped and looked good. I mean, just 68.43. I mean, that IV came up and it popped there, that sweep by the floor. I mean, it looked perfect, and that was above the ask too. The flow moved in the correct direction. It just, I couldn't tell you what that whale was doing. Very, very odd. But I'm going to hop off here. I got to pop in the market tide. I'll have the recording of this up a little bit later. Everybody have a fantastic week, and I'll have the flow recap and everything out later tonight. But have a great weekend. Thanks for stopping in, and get ready for some pettiness a little later on tonight. The later people join in will see what I mean a little bit later. But have a great weekend, everyone.